First off, like Tyler is doing here, we would like to add 250 microliters of our sample buffer to each of the microcentrifuge tubes. Here is where we start to cut approximately a 2 millimeter cube of each kind of fish. Here you can see Erica cutting up the fish and putting it into the corresponding tube. Here, Tyler starts to flick the tubes 15 times to agitate the fish in the sample buffer. He repeats this for each tube. Here, we see Tyler giving us a display of each tube with the fish and the buffer inside before any further steps are taken. Now, we let the tube sit for approximately 5 minutes, and now we can see what they look like after this incubation. Now we get to see Erica diligently transfer the buffer from the microcentrifuge tubes into the corresponding microcentrifuge tubes by pouring, without transferring the fish. This is a tedious process. This is where we heat the protein extracts at 95 degrees Celsius. Now we see Tyler preparing our gel. Now we fill the inner chamber of the electrode assembly with TGS buffer into the proper fill line. Now it's time to remove from the water bath. Next, we see Lexi load the gel with the hands of a skilled surgeon. Make sure you do not have any air bubbles when picking up your liquid. As you can see here, Lexi got some air bubbles. This is what our gel looked like at the beginning of electrophoresis. As you can see, we had a time lapse showing how it moved along. This is the removal process, taking the chamber out of the buffer, preparing to look at our gels more closely. Tyler is now taking the key to attempt to open the plastic casing that the gel is locked inside. Here we prepare to run the gel underwater for 5 minutes. Now we place the gel in the stain.